And I'm recording too as well. Okay, you all can see my screen, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine, guys. Okay, today's topic actually that we were going to discuss is like what is a fact table and what is a dim table. So dim table is nothing but a dimension table. So what is a fact table and what is a dimension table is a one topic. And the second topic that I'm going to teach you is like what is a star schema or what is a snowflake schema. Actually, you can say it's like a snowflake schema. So what's the differences between the star schema and the snowflake schema, and what's the differences between the dim table and the fact table, and what is its usage that we are going to see this. This is one of the basics of our data engineering or the data. If you are handling with the data analytics or data engineering or data scientist or whatever it may be, if you're handling with the data, you have to be very careful in understanding this. Okay, I'll give you an example. Actually, the first topic that we are going to talk is like the dimension table and the fact table. Okay, so in an Excel sheet, if you see this, here I have like a two different sheets over here. So the first country, if you see this, I have like a country ID, like 100 to 111, it is representing it. And these are all the country names it is representing. Okay. And now if I see this one, these are all the short names of the same country that we were going to call. So if it is in India, I'm going to call it as an IND. And if it is a France, I'm going to call it as an FRA. And if it is a America, I'm going to call it as an USA. Okay. This is a country table it is giving it. And now this particular country, what is the sales happening or what is the population? You take anything. Here I have taken just as a sales. Okay. So if you just take the sales to the country IDs, ICE is nothing but internal combustion engine that we are going, ICE engines that we were selling. This is the quantity. So you can just consider this is for this month, year, or whatever it may be. That information, we don't have it here, but you just consider this is what actually we have it. Okay. Two different tables. It's a very simple data that we have it. One are directly the country IDs that I have it. And the second thing is called as an country names I have it. And the third thing is called as an country short name. And coming to the other table that I have like a country ID and what is the product they were selling it and how many quantity they sold. Okay, so this is the informations we are having it actually. So now I would like to join this or else like maybe if you would like to go for this one, you can just say like here also you can just go. And if you'd like to put something like a 2023 itself, you can add this 2023. Okay, this is the information for a 2023 year for India and IC engines. Quantity sold is like 20. Okay, so when we have this kind of things, there are like a two different tables, and I'm just going to the Power BI. So now into the Power BI, as you know, like how to bring an Excel sheet. So I'm just going over there. I just brought it. Now, when I just took the Excel sheet, I have like a two different sheets over there, right? So that's why I can see the two different names also here. So now the country I've selected it. This is how the country it looks, the country data, and then the country sales also have selected. This is how the country sales it looks and all. Okay. Maybe the year it is not there. Okay, no problem. Just load this here. Load this. I'm just loading it now. And now once I just click on load on this, the apply changes also it's come. Now the country and the country sales is also getting updated here. So it's all like each is having 11 records or 12 records, right? So all this particular 11, 12 records, it was going to be get updated. Okay, including the names, it is having a 12 records. This is as simple as that we have already seen that. Now you have the country table. Now you have the country sales also. Okay. Now actually what I put extra as an year I have added, right? So now simply I'm just saving this here. So now save this Excel sheet. I'm saving this. Now going to the Power BI, there is an option called as a refresh actually. If you click on this refresh, again it is a refreshing this one. Now you see year is also got added here. Previously it was not there. So if you just go to the table 2 data view also, now you can see that the year is also there. Okay. Next, for example, that you have come up with a country. Yeah, sorry.
That we need to open that window Excel, or if we close also it will update.
If you close it also, I'll show you that too as well. Good question. So 112, can someone name any country? Okay. Sorry, I only named it. So it's an England. It's an England. I'm just closing this one. I closed it. I'm going to the report. See, now there is no Excel sheet open here. Now I'm just refreshing this one. Now see 13 rows got added over there too as well. Okay. Now if I just go to the data view and click on the country, now the England is also added over there. Okay. If you close the things also, only thing it will check the connection. Okay. Suppose for example, what happened, you are just going here to this PC, and here in the same thing itself, Power BI, to the data, demand fact. So what I do create a one more folder inside that, and I'm naming that for particular folder as a test one. And now I will cut this here and I will put it into here. Okay, now I close that folder also. There is no folders, there is no Excel sheet open. If I just click on refresh this particular button, now it will show you an error saying that could not find the file actually. So the file it not find. So in that cases, we have already learned this option too as well. The data source settings that you have to go, and then you have to go for the change source. You have to click on the change source, browse, inside test you go and choose this. Okay, directly that particular path. This is the path that you need to set it over there. Just give okay. And now close this one. Apply these particular changes. Then the changes it has been applied and it has read the complete data. Now, if you refresh it also, it will recognize the new path and then it is going to refresh the data automatically. Okay, this is how you can handle the paths. Even if it is like a on-premises one, that means in your machine, or if it is in a server, or if it is in a cloud also, everything, if the connection is there, then you are going to set. Slowly, I'm going to come to you for the connection to as well. Yeah. Now here, I have two things. One is a country ID and the other one is like here I have like a country name, country ID. Okay. So now let's say this, I have a table. I would like to form a new table. Now to this particular new table, I will just simply drag and drop this country ID. And then I would like to drop this particular year over here. Now see these things, two different tables. I'm just combining these informations in a very best way. Okay. But here, if you see this guys, I have the data only for like 111 but for England, I have not defined the data. That's why I can able to see this. It's all like a 00, all these things. Okay. And now if you see that the product, if I want it, anyways, all the tables that I got it. So if the product I want it, I can able to add the product to as well. So you can able to see the product also over here. Okay. How this is happening is because of the two sheets are having it over here. How that is happening is, that is because of the model view. Actually, I have already told you, right? This is a report view, this is a data view, and this is a model view. How, when this is a sheet 1, this is a sheet 2, how these two sheets are interrelated with each other, how your software will come to know. Your software Power BI having a capacity, if you drop so many tables, like some 20 tables or 15 tables, if you drop it also, it will recognize the connections automatically. It will recognize the connections automatically. Okay. Now, actually, what happened, like I just went to that particular folder again. Make sure that this is available inside this Power BI. Now this sheet, I have updated this one. So again, this sheet is updated with this, but this now I'm going to sell the best electric vehicles. And only for 112, I'm going to sell this. Something you can say like hybrid electric vehicles, I'm selling it, okay. And the quantities, if you say that, any quantity, roughly I'm just keeping it. And going to sell in 2024 too as well. This is how the information is there. So I'm just saving this one. Now going, okay, I'm closing this one also. Now going here to the report view, just simply refreshing the data. The load was cancelled by an error. Loading is the previous tables and all. Column country ID, the country sales contains a duplicate rows like 100. And this is not allowed for the columns on the one side of the, okay. This is the error. Actually, I'm expecting this. Okay, this is a very, very important error actually. When you're just trying to refresh this particular things, you might get like a kind of a frustration why this is coming like this and what made I mistake. So only thing is previously it was getting updated, but now when I just go for the multiple data, why it is not getting updated? This is a common question that you should have it, right? So for this, actually the answer I'm going to show that I'm just marking you the error too as well for your information. Okay. So when I just go for this particular thing and to make sure to get updated, actually, first of all, I would like to remove this auto detection, whatever it happened it actually. So I have a screenshot too as well. I'll come back to that. What is that error? So I'm deleting this particular thing. So yes, delete that one, delete the relation between these two. Now, once I just go for this one, as I break the relation between these two, now this is also not getting updated. Okay, that's fine. Totally fine. Now try to refresh this particular thing. Now it has been refreshed it, but the visual it didn't came. And if I just go for the data view actually to the country sales, if I see, I have all the other vehicles also, it's got added here. Okay. Now when I just go for here, I would like to create a relation. I would like to create a relation, but today I'm not going to talk about the relation. Simply I'm going to show you this. This is with this. So it's going to create a relation between the table, country sales, countries inside the country sales, the column is a country ID, it is going to take it. Cardinality is like a one to many, and the table here it's a country, and the country ID is the column that it is going to take it for this one. So here I have a one ID, here I have like a many country IDs. Okay, fine. Remember this particular point. In one table, I have only a one country ID, but the same India here it is repeating twice. The same France it is repeating twice. The same USA it is repeating twice actually. That's why here you can see it's a one, and the star in a sense it represents that select star. In SQL also you know that select star is like complete all. Control A, that means control A. You are selecting all the things actually. Okay, now you just go to the visual, see this, it's got updated. Okay, so that's a relation importance actually. So before I would like to educate you on to the relations, I would like to tell you this one. So here, if you just see this particular thing, this table, the country table I'm telling here, it is nothing but your dimension table. It is nothing but your dimension table. Why I can say this is a dimension table is nothing but, so if you just go for this one to the country, the data, if you see this, it is all representing you the country information only. Either India is a country that you're going to call with the name of 100, that is your internal identification number. That's where like you have it, right? So everyone joined in a company will have like an employee ID. Everyone joined in a college will have some college roll number. Like you have like Aadhaar card number, you have like your PAN card number. So this is where actually the PAN card number and this is your name. So it's a unique identification number in India. This is a unique identification number in your organization. So that means in your organizations, if you're talking about this, if you are working for some particular company, in that particular company, India is always called with 100. Okay. It might be called in TCS, it might be a different name. In Wipro, it can be a different name. In Infosys, it can be a different name. To the client place to client place also, it will vary. But this is how actually we are going to call this particular thing. The short name is also, this is how that we are going to call for this one. So this actually, it's going to give you a unique identification number only once actually. See here in this data, I'm getting India. And again, if India with 101, that is a wrong data. That is a wrong data. It should not be there. So it should be like a one person will never have a two different Aadhaar numbers. As simple as that. Okay. If it is having it, then one thing is wrong. So which one is wrong, that you have to arrange a call with the business guys, and then you have to identify and delete that particular record too as well. So when you have this kind of information, this particular table, we are going to call it as a dimension table. Dimension table is a table that which will update very rarely. See, now I started my business working with the 11 countries, and recently I started a new branch in England, and then I started added over there. Now, is it possible every day I can open a 5 different branches for any company, how big it is? It is not possible. Or else, if you are big enough to start it also, you have some 350 countries or 600 countries. After that, you can't do that one. So this is how actually it's going to end. So this is a best example of a dimension table. The definition, you can say that the dimension table is a table that will not change its properties over a period of a time. It can change its values over a period of a time, but not now. That means maybe in the future, I would like to work with like North India and South India. In that particular cases, I can able to add like a North India is like a 99 and South India is like 100, I can rename. So that's all like company changes. If something changes in an overall organization, then that particular values. So those particular values, you can call it as a country dimension tables. Whereas with the dimension table, there is a column. With the dimension table, that there is a column that is nothing but my Aadhaar card number or a PAN card number. Using a PAN card number or Aadhaar card number, I can able to tell that what is your transactions or what you purchased it, what is your asset values, everything that we can able to see it, right? So in the similar to that, with the reference to of a country ID, the other fact dimensions I can able to study it over a period of a time, that is like 2023-05, 2023-06, 2023-04. Every month the sales quantity, it is keep going on. It's keep changing it. The quantities is not constant. This month I may sell 20 units, but next month I can sell 40 units. But after that, again, I may sell only 5 units. Okay, that's all depends upon the business. If you are capturing on monthly basis, if you are capturing on daily basis, every day the quantities might be changed. Today I sold only 2, maybe tomorrow I'm going to sell 5, or day after tomorrow I'm going to sell only 1, and some days no sales at all. So like that, actually the information is keep changing it. When this information is keep changing it and aligned with one particular thing, then that is the fact table actually. So that's why in the relation, if you can see this, this is a dimension table and this is a fact table. So if you want, you can just rename this one. In companies also, they will name it like dim country table. Dim country table, they will name. Okay. And this is like fact country sales, they can say. And now the relation is like one to many. This is a dim table and this is a fact table. This is a dim table and this is a fact table. So one to many that you have it, you have the relations over there. Okay, so is it, you guys got an idea what is a dimension table and what is a fact table? Dimension table will always have a particular information that which is not going to change for a period of a time, whereas a fact tables is contains the information that's keep going to change. It is going to get updated on a daily, weekly, or monthly. Frequently, it is going to get updated. Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, now imagine it when wherever you go from today onwards. Okay, if you go to the DMart, uh, I'm not sure people goes to there or not, or if you go for the DMart, or if you go for metro. I'm not telling that like normal metro, even our regular metro also we can take it. The wholesale shops you can take it, a decathlon you can take it. So if you say for the decathlon, there are a standard products. Yeah, okay, I'm going to sell the t-shirts, I'm going to sell the stationery items, I'm going to sell the playing related items and all. Okay, I'm going to tell the regular groceries. Okay, if you take the regular groceries, then the sugar, or like the regular fruits, if you can take it like an apple, pineapple, orange, banana, these are my dimension data. But the quantity, how much I'm going to sell today and tomorrow, those are nothing but your fact tables. Okay, so if you take it like any automotive company itself, like for example the Suzuki of a Baleno, or like Suzuki of France, they're selling it like a Swift. Okay, the name of the car is nothing but your dimension data, but the quantity of the sales that they are doing on a daily basis is nothing but your fact data. Keep relating whatever you see on a daily basis, you can see that uh, might be everyone is working with the share market too as well actually. So the company names they are going to store in a dimension table. When a new share market or a new company is launching it, that particular time only the dimension table will get update, and then it will come up with a new value added to this. But the daily share market is updating on a second by second, right? Second by second. So only the fact table it has to be get updated over there. So what's the sales? What is the sales? So this is a fact table. So the price up and down for the share market is nothing but your fact table. The name of the product is nothing but your dim table. These are the real-time examples I'm giving you. Okay, the account number, if you are working for a banking sector, the account number of a person is stored, the person name and the account number is stored, and the person related PAN card number, or the person related Aadhaar card number. These are all the details stored in the dim table, and only your account number will be tagged with your fact table, so that it will come with which place, how much amount, in which day, what is the transactions that you did, and what was the available balance. Of course, this is the end of the month. Balance will be very less. Okay, this is the informations that it is going to come. So these are the balance levels, things and all is the fact informations. Your account number is a dimension. If you open this, your account number is stick on, right? Until then you closes the account, your account number will never change. It will be always the same account number to a bank. Okay, so once that which are not changing over a period of a time, that means once you close the bank, okay, that's your relation with the bank is now zero. So they will realize that, and over a period of a time, for after 2 months or 3 months of a time, they will remove you from that particular table. Okay, these are the real-time best examples I can give you for the dimension tables and the fact tables. Is there any doubts in understanding what is a dimension table and what is a fact table?
Oh, sorry.
No.
Clear.
Okay.
Yeah, clear.
Yeah, cool. Then try to relate with each and everything, whatever you see across to you, and then you'll come to know this. Yeah. And next thing is actually, I have a one more one that I would like to try in front of you too as well. So to the same country details or whatever the table that I have it now, I would like to add one more sheet is called as a product. So product is one of the sheet. So here I can say this is my product name. I can take this one. Now here I can say it is an IC engine. It's best electric vehicles engine or hybrid electric vehicle engines. I'm going to sell these are the product names and all. So here it is like the product name, it can be given you an information. Internal combustion engine. best electric vehicle, hybrid electric vehicle. So we have something like this. Okay, now I'm saving this too as well. I'm saving this. I'm closing this. Okay. Okay, fine. We have a 10 minutes of a time. I'm closing this one. Now I'm trying to refresh this. Okay, why? What happened here? I have added a new sheet, but the new sheet, it is not reflecting here. How do I make to reflect that particular new sheet also? Okay, if I would like to make sure that the new sheet is also reflected over there, actually, you just go for the data source settings, and then you have all these things, everything. Yeah, change source. So you have selected the same path of the country things and all. Excel book, everything is same. Just give OK. So there is a no path change, but still that if you would like to change it, right? So now just go for the transform data. When you just go for the transform data, actually, this is the dim country table and the fact country says that you have it. So when you just go for the dim country table, and here you have something called as a source button, actually. If you just click on this particular source, and the source says also the same thing, actually. Okay, the source says also the same thing. So here I didn't have any options like it is showing me only this particular things and all. Only the two sheets it is showing me, but not more than that, actually. So anyways, I try to refresh all and then try to see once. See this? When I go for try to refresh all these things, now the country, sales, and the product sheet is also got added over there. Okay, now the product sheet is also got added over there. Now to the navigation, if I just go, okay, fine. Now right click on this one, right click on this one, copy, and again right click here and paste it there. Now the dim country to table actually you have seen. So you can close this one, close this one, close the navigation to as well. Now you can just mention the name here as like a product. Okay, now just go once again, fact tables, navigation. It should get highlighted here. Okay. Okay. Don't worry at all. If it is creating you that much of a problem too as well, so you no need to do anything. Simply you can just go for this one. Don't worry about the any visuals or nothing. Don't worry about anything over here. You can just simply go. You can delete this tables too as well. Delete from the model. Yes, I would like to delete it from the model. I would like to apply the changes. The name source won't be recognized. Make sure it's spelled correctly. Okay. Okay, cool. If this is also not the option, I'm showing you the alternative, the best alternative. Transform data. Again, go to for an Excel, go for this country details over there itself. Now here, when you are just going for the connections, you can just choose it only the product one, and then just go for the load data. Now you have like dim country, fact country, and as well as a product two is also loading over there. Now, if you want, you can just rename this particular product two as well. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, which will be the best practice? I think this will be the best practice, huh?
No, that depends upon the load data that you would like to choose it actually. If it is not working, this is the best ways actually. If it is working, the first one, what I have showed is the best one.
Okay. If you give refresh all, it should reflect.
If it is all refresh all, it should get reflect. If it is not, this is only the best final option, so you can say. Okay. And here also you can just see these things. When I just go for this one, you can see this. I can see this, but when I just go for the product two, actually, I can see the column one and column two like this. So now in this case, you can just go to the transform data, as we have already seen those particular options. You have to, okay, anyways, this is not required for us. We can delete this. We have the product two, and this is nothing but my product table. And now I would like to use the first rows as a headers. I have to click on this one. So now the product and the product name, it got added. Now close and apply. If you see this, guys, actually, now the product table is also got updated over there. Now I'm going for my model view. And if you see this particular model view, this is my dim country, and this is my fact table, and this is my product. If you see the product, this also I'm going to name it as a dimension table, because this is just going to say that it is an ICE engine. ICE means internal combustion engine. HE means hybrid electric vehicle. BEV means best electric vehicle. It is going to mention like that actually. So it is just giving you only the dimension data, because ICE engine is something, or diesel engine is something. After so many years now, we have been added this electric vehicles. Now maybe in the near future we are going to add a hydrogen cells, and in the near future we are going to add like a plasma engine or something like that. Okay, so but it is not going to change very frequently. Okay, very rarely it's going to change. That's why I'm going to call it as a dimension table. Now if you see this, guys, actually we have 2 minutes. I have like a dim country, I have like a dim product table, and I have like a fact country sales. If this kind of a structure is there, if you see this kind of a structure is there, this structure is, we are going to call it as a star schema. That means there is a one fact table, surrounded to the fact tables there are so many dimension tables will be there. So here you can see for a country, the country dim country table is providing it. For a product, dim product is supporting for this one. Okay, maybe for the year, actually you may create a one more table called as an year table too as well, and then you will be connected to that particular thing. So this is how actually it will be getting updated over there. So this type of a schema that we are going to call, this type of a schema, we are going to call it as a star schema. We already know what is a dim table and a fact table. Now it's a schema. This type of a structure is called as a star schema. We can say that. Okay. Now I have a one more table. Maybe in the 1 minute, I can't show you that too as well, but I can continue that particular topic tomorrow. I have a dimension table over here. Over that, I have a region. Okay. In the region, I can say it's like Asia, Europe, overseas. 2-3 different regions I have seen it. Okay, so over that particular regions are connected to my country. So under the Asia, what are all the countries it's going to come? Under the Europe, what are all the countries it's going to come? Under the overseas, what are all the countries it's going to come? Those are connected to this particular dimension table, and that particular table also one more dimension table, we can say that. So you have like a one dimension table. You have a one dimension table. Above to this, one more dimension table is connected. Then but that particular type of a schema, we are going to call it as a snowflake schema. That schema, we are going to call it as a snowflake schema. And the present what you see on the dashboard, this particular schema is nothing but your star schema. So today what you have learned is something like You have learned about the dimension tables and the fact tables, and you have learned about the star schema and snowflake schema. Okay, any doubts in this?
No, sir. Can you repeat one more time? Snowflake.